Hey guys, so welcome to another episode of the Magic of Yoga. I am continuing my Reiki experience stories. So we are on Reiki level 2 attunement. And for my Reiki level 2, I got this in May of 2019. It was an interesting event, I have to say, just to get there, to be honest. Every 6 months, I attend the Yoga for Love Texas Inner Goddess Retreat in Ovilla, and it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. I get to connect with all the goddess tribe that I have been connecting with online, as well as all the beautiful ladies that have joined us at the Yoga for Love yoga training. So it's really, really a great time to recenter and reconnect and just kind of be present for yourself. And it's such a sacred, safe place to be. But unfortunately, in May of 2019, I left for the pre day and I was supposed to get on a flight at 6 o'clock in the morning and actually arrive at Yoga for Love by 11 o'clock in the afternoon to start the Reiki training. And I was, so excited. It was that time of year again, and off we go. But I'm at the airport when we find out that the flight is not going to arrive at BWI to pick us all up um, due to something that they found on a regular maintenance check. So naturally, everybody is just negative vibes everywhere. They are so mad. But what are you gonna do? Would you rather they didn't check the flight for maintenance and didn't find what was wrong with it? That obviously was bad enough that they didn't want to fly the plane. But anyway, it is what it is, right? So, um, I went and I got my new ticket and had to go to another gate to wait to board another flight. That took me to a different state for a layover, to which we then went to Dallas. Nope, we went to Lovefield, Texas. However, as annoying as that may have been for a lot of people, it is what it was. It is what it was, I guess, for me. But without that hurdle in my Reiki training on the pre-day for this retreat, I would not have met two beautiful people that are now pretty much a daily part of my life and I talk to regularly. And, they're really great friends of mine now, and I'm really glad to have met them. And so there's always a positive on something if you're willing to look at it. And really, I received a gift by not getting on that flight because we were all on the same flight. We were all going to the same destination. But the chances of us having connected on the flight, had we just got on regularly, was probably zero. I mean, let's face it. We were all different numbers, we're all different letters. We probably wouldn't have even noticed each other. So it's really funny how the world works. And we need to remember that. No matter what life throws at us, there's always something else around the corner. And it's really hard to be positive, but we can't let little things get in our way. So I just kind of wanted to throw that side note out there before I started talking about the Reiki experience. So moving on then to our Reiki experience, as you have probably now aware, I did miss the pre-day for the retreat. So I did miss the initial training and attunements with all of the other goddesses that were there for the retreat. However, the director and host, Lisa Ware, was a fantastic woman, who is a fantastic woman. She made an exception and did my training with me through the course of the retreat. And we went through, the symbols and the manual, and she really made sure that it got put in there for me. And I believe it was on Saturday night. We all had surrounded ourselves around a fireplace, and we had played instruments and sang songs, and it was just a really, really great moment, to which a few of the ladies that had attended were already Reiki masters or received their Reiki training, had held space for me at the end, and the director began her Reiki attunement process. And it was a really magical experience because maybe it was I don't want to say unorthodox, but it was different. You know, we're so used to having these rigid scenes and sets when we do certain things that we don't want to go out of the box. And for this, it was really magical because we had just created this sacred space with song and music and chanting to then be able to receive my attunement in that same space. The vibrations was just amazing. It was really, really high. And where my mental experience was not the same as my first attunement, I definitely felt the energy just flowing through me. And every time my director was just close to me, it was like goosebumps, but not like a shiver, but it was just a warmth. Like you could just feel the flow coming through her and through me. And it was very grounding. It was definitely coming through the crown of my head and flowing through and then regrounding itself and dispersing into the earth. There was no fault about what I was feeling. And my mind was just kind of clear and freeing. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much my Reiki experience. And really I owe it all to that fire circle that we had with the singing and the music and everybody just really raising the vibrations before my attunement. It made it just a little bit extra special. And the experience from level one and level two, I feel were drastically different. But that was because with my level one, I I went in open minded, but I had no idea what I was really going into. I had no idea what my experience was going to be like. And if you listened to my Reiki 1 podcast, you probably would have noticed that I started to tear up during that story because that was just really a powerful moment for me. And that's when the tables turned, you know? And so after my Reiki 1, I really spent every day practicing my Reiki and self healing and incorporating it in my daily life, as well as sharing with my children. And I just felt that it was truly important to take care of me because, as I like to say, if you can't take care of yourself, how are you expected to take care of others? And that saying gets said and thrown about so much, and people don't realize how true it really is. So, yeah, after my Reiki 1, which is really what they teach you anyway, is all about self healing. But if you really want to look at it as well, your self healing to be able to help others, that self healing that you do upon yourself, you will later do with other friends or families or clients or however you wish to continue your Reiki in your life. And it's all energy exchange. And everything we do and everything we touch is all energy exchange. And just Reiki is a concentrated version of that. So it's definitely something to be mindful of. It can be mind blowing. But, I have also spoken to many people that their Reiki experience was completely reversed to mine, where their first attunement was like these doors had been opened and they were interested in receiving more, and then their Reiki 2 was mind blowing and a table turner for them. It just all depends on who you are, where you are in life, and how open-minded. I mean, there's just so many factors that go into you and Reiki. But like I said, it's just all about the energy exchange from the earth and from the universe and through your Reiki master. But otherwise, guys, this is a super, super short podcast. It's really great to have my Reiki 2 under my belt. It's nice to be able to share it with others. I do not do, I guess, an energy exchange of any sort for any work that I do with others. Um, I'm just not there yet, I guess you can say. But it's nice to have the promise of them passing it on. So the feel that I am giving with people that I work with, the calming and the reset and the messages that they receive, it sets them right for the day or the week or the month to receive and be there for others as well. And that's why it's also important for me to do it in my personal practice, because it allows me to be there not only for myself, but my family and my friends. And you just really see things differently, I feel. So, so yeah, that's my Reiki 2. And I hope it kind of gave you an insight, maybe made you a little bit interested in checking it out. If you are, you can connect with me and we can talk about attunements. If you are in Texas, I highly recommend looking up Lisa Ware and seeing if she's within your area. But otherwise, guys, if you are listening to this on my YouTube channel, Earth Goddess Anna, please like, comment, maybe tell me your story. I really want to dedicate a day during the week where I can share your stories or answer your questions. So go ahead, send a little comment, maybe like it. There's a little subscribe button that you can click on too if you are so inclined. And follow me on Instagram at Earth Goddess Anna and Facebook with Yoga with Earth Goddess Anna. And connect with me, guys, because I will definitely, definitely connect back. So much love and namaste.